My name is Keith. I am 53 years old. I'm from outside Sacramento, California in the US, and I'm an internet analyst. My stem cell journey began during COVID. I had a massive heart attack. It was so severe, most people never survive that. After I had my heart attack, I had terrible symptoms. Number one, I had no energy. If I did not even vigorous activities, I would be just exhausted for hours and sometimes days. It was, how do you live like that? How do you take care of yourself, work, I have an autistic son, who's actually an adult, but how do you take care of all his needs? How do you do all these things? It was very difficult. I just couldn't do anything I used to be able to do before, and which means I really wasn't living anymore. I was existing. I didn't realize how much depended on just your basic heart function. So I couldn't exercise. I had to be careful of what I ate. It was a constant struggle of managing energy every day. I had to make decisions about, okay, here's how much energy I have for the day. What am I going to do? And then the rest of the day I'm incapacitated. I mean, that's not living. It also affected my focus. For a while, when I would read words at the beginning of it, they would actually disappear off the page. I didn't know you could experience any of that. It was severe. I was desperate for a way to heal. And here I am, pretty young. I worked out. I was pretty healthy. I'm at the height of my career, and then all of a sudden I'm slowly dying, and I can't live. You can't get out. You can't do things. I couldn't take care of my son as well as I needed to, and it was just it was mentally and emotionally and spiritually just devastating. I wanted to do some research into different ways I might be able to heal my heart. And so I just kept researching, and finally I came across the video with Dr. Neil Riordan and Mel Gibson on the Joe Rogan program. After that video, I wanted to get a lot of confirmation. And so I listened, and I was so inspired. It gave me hope when I had no hope. I was literally in the process of considering, planning my funeral. And it's I'm pretty young, I was pretty healthy. I was absolutely thrilled. I got all the information needed. Then I set up the appointment as soon as I could. My first treatment in November 2023, I noticed immediately that there was a calmness that came over my mind. I noticed I had more energy. Normally I got really tired right after the procedure, but then I would start increasing in energy. I wasn't getting exhausted. Some of my problems were melting away. So for instance, I had shoulder pain or different issues that were going on, and they were melting away. They either decreased or completely disappeared. But in terms of my heart, suddenly I had more energy. Suddenly I could do more. I was on the treadmill more. I was working out with weights again, and my recovery was much quicker and this is the most powerful point, and it really motivates me, is that before I had the treatment, I was slowly dying, and I was actually planning my funeral. And after that treatment, I wasn't dying anymore. I was planning my future. Now I'm living it. I'm engaged. I'm with a beautiful woman. It's not just existing. And so how has it blessed me, or how has it helped me? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. I was having trouble working. It impacts the care of my son, the people I'm around, my different family, friends. It's given me a new life. And it's funny is that I had the procedure to save my life. I just didn't know it was going to transform my life. My friends and family were very surprised. They'd heard maybe a little bit, but something in the news, but they really didn't know. And so they were very curious. And they were all shocked at the improvement that they could see. They would tell me that all of a sudden my color came back. Suddenly they see me, I'm out and about more, I'm doing more. And again, it was so transformative. That's why I'm coming back for a second set of treatments. If it hadn't done much for me, I wouldn't have come back. And so it was completely worth it, and especially for making the right choices with, sleep, our diet, mild exercise. If we're making all these wise choices that we all know we should do, if we're doing all the things that we can, we maximize what the stem cells can do. And so when I see the benefits, I can feel it. Oh yes, I'm coming back. If I was going to encourage anybody that's in my circumstance, first off, I would say this can change your life. and this can save your life and it can improve your life. You want the best you can get, the best results. You know, life is short, life is precious. We appreciate our health, especially after we lose it. And if we make those wise choices, then we actually maximize what the stem cells can do. And so I was absolutely grateful. You know, obviously the result is I can live again.